Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beal, and I'm coming to you with the review of Perry Sistas, Season 4, Episode 21. Moving on up, the episode picks up where it left off. Fatima, she's upstairs looking down at Zach and Karen while they're going back and forth talking about stop. Fatima said, you know what, I'll make you stop. Y'all been hollering my name all night. I'll be down there. So she comes downstairs and, she comes out, they greet with pleasantries, not so much pleasant. Hi. And then Karen is like, hi. And so what brings you by? And she's like, of course, obviously it's Zach. And Zach is like, you know what? We not doing this. I'm about to go in the house. And Fatima, you coming in the house too. She was like, no, I'm not going in the house. She had something to say, and I want to listen to what she got to say. And Karen is like, I'm having his baby. Okay, so you can have it. But I need you to know this. While you run around here, coming through here in the middle of the night to our house, I want you to know who I am on all levels. And Karen is like, does that supposed to mean something? And when did this become your house? She was like, yes, it means something, because this is my house, and what you ain't gonna do, you're not gonna come around here knocking on my door asking for my man. Okay, so she just like, well, I am having his baby, and what is that supposed to mean? When we'll cross that bridge when we get there, pretty much. And so Fatima is like, look, honey, Karen like, honey, yes, I mean honey. And while you was doing all that talking, I'm just finna let you. She said, while you doing all that talking about, yeah, we been going through this, Zach. We break up, we make up, we get back together, and then after she's over, I know you gonna come back to me. Fatima like, no, ma'am, he not coming back to you. Just to let you know. And Karen like, we've been together for 3 years, honey. What, you number 3? And Fatima look at Zach like, Zach, you better tell him. Zach enters in, and he's just like, look, ain't no numbers over here. She not no 1, no 2, no 3. If she is a number, she's 1 of 1, meaning she ain't going nowhere. So while they over there talking, they going back and forth or whatever, talking about who the man, my man, your man, our man. Somebody pulls up in the car. I'm like, so y'all don't hear this car? Y'all don't see this woman getting out the car? Y'all don't see this woman going to the back door, to the side door, unstrapping this baby out this car seat and patting them while she walking up to y'all? So nobody sees this. So anyway, Miss Heather pops up. So who is this? Who are you? I'm Heather. Heather? I don't know you. What are you over here for? Apparently, Heather been running around town trying to figure out where Zach live, right? So she riding around the neighborhood, and she said she seen them standing outside. So she decided to come on and stop by, because I'm letting you all know that I'm Heather, and this is Zach's baby. Did that baby look like Zach? Zach like, oh my God, not this. And Fatima, she tried to be like, Karen, you can go home. But Karen like, no, I'm not going home. I'm trying to see something. How old is your baby? He's 3. So she 3. We've been together 3 years. So what, that had been together 3 years or 5 years? I guess 3 years anyway. She said, does that mean he was with me? So you cheated on me. And then here go Heather. Is your name Karen? Girl, can you pet your baby somewhere else? Like, come on. And so she was like, so here go Karen. So this heifer know my name. Girl, and the neighbors know your name too, Karen. Anyway, so she was like, yeah, Zach told me all about you while we were, what did he say? While we were drunk or something like that. And then Karen is like, hold on, wait. So he was y'all was messing around, and he had told you who I was, and y'all still messed around. And she was just like, and then Karen gets upset. She's just like, you know what? I came over here thinking it was gonna be something, but it ain't. And Fatima is like, well, you can go ahead and go home. She was like, you know what? I will leave, and I will leave him to you and to her. Y'all can have him. Bye. Karen like, okay, well then bye. So Fatima was like, okay, well then bye. So Karen, she gets into her car and she walks off. And then there were 3. So they're there, and Fatima is like, so how do you know him? She said, at work. Okay, so where do you work? She was like, oh, we both was drunk. I'm a stripper. We met at the strip club. And here goes Zach. Oh, Lord. So, no disrespect to what you do, your occupation, but you mean to tell me that out of all the people that come into the VIP room to mess around, you gonna put that baby on me? And Heather is like, honey, I'm a stripper. I'm not a horror. Anyway, so he was like, oh my God. And here go Fatima. She's sitting there looking like, hold on, wait, Zach, wait. So you do remember her? No, I don't remember her. So, but she ain't said nothing about no VIP. But that's what we do in a strip club. When you go to the VIP, that's what happened. But I'm like, why would you even bring up the VIP anyway? Why? But Zach insists on saying that he don't know her. He ain't done it. But to me, when I was looking at this and I seen Zach's face, because she said, yeah, my name is Heather, but you may know me by Destiny. He kind of looked like, dang, I think I may. But I'm going to stick with it until I really, really remember. Because it do kind of sound like it is, but I don't think. So right now, I'm going to still be in denial. But anyway, so that's when Fatima, she gets upset. She said, don't lie to me, don't play with me, and I'm going to leave you out here to talk with your baby mama. And here goes Zach. Yeah, dog, now I got to deal with her too. Yeah. All right. And then there were 2 plus this baby. So Zach is like, look, we got to get a DNA test. Heather like, okay, that's fine. I ain't worried about it. We can get a DNA test. And she was just like, Heather was like, do you want to say something to your baby? He was like, no, I don't want to say nothing to the baby. I don't even know him like that. She said, okay, well, this is a nice house. And she said she hired a private investigator to find him because he has a nice house and this baby is going to be taken care of regardless. Zach is like, oh my God. So she walks off, and then there was one. Zach and all of his many women in his life. So how you going to figure this out, Zach? I don't know. This is in Tyler Perry land. So back with Sabrina and Bio. They leave off of their date. My thing is this. Sabrina, why is this man in your house? He done sit there and blatantly disrespected you, goo-goo and gaga over Danny the whole night, and you still let this man bring you home, and then you let this man come into your house. You know how to get to your house without him escorting you up there. You done it too many times. And then he had the nerve to tell you that you live in humble in your own. This man continued to disrespect you. And you gonna sit up there and take it. He been sitting up here looking at Danny talking about she's lovely. And then he talking about you living humble. Y'all not gonna play with me today. Cause Sabrina can live how she wanna live. She just live on a budget. She ain't got time to be out here splurging around and trying to spend her money on Giuseppe's and Louboutins and stuff like that. And if she wanna dress like she go to the half and half, it's okay. Shoot, I shop at the half and half too, and I find good deals. Anyway, so Sabrina is sad. She's like, I got all gussied up and got the Karen special, and you didn't even like me like that no more. Like, do you really even like me? You sitting over here gushing over my friend. And so Maya was like, no. Apparently Danny remind him of the women in his country. But then Bio, didn't you say that Sabrina remind you of the women in your country too? So I guess every black woman you meet in America gonna remind you of the women in your country. Okay, whatever. So then she like, okay, well, go ahead, I'm at home, you can go ahead and leave. Bio gonna try to kiss her. No, you is not finna kiss on Sabrina like that. Sabrina kind of put her head down like, no, you can leave. And so as they was opening the door, here go Fatima. Here go Danny. And why, when Danny came to that door, Bio, he lit up again. And I'm just like, Bio, please stop. And Danny is just like, okay, all right, hey, y'all, I just need to come and talk to you, Sabrina. This is real weird. And Bio scoots on out the door. So Danny is like, yeah, I need to talk to you, Sabrina. And apparently Sabrina had went ahead and told Danny, Bayo was tripping. He was talking about you the whole night. And she was like, yeah, that is kind of weird. And then she brings up Logan, which is the detective guy. And so Sabrina is just like, yeah, what was up with him? He just scurried on up out of there. And Danny is like, well, he did that because he couldn't be seen seated with you. Because earlier Sabrina was just like, asking Danny, was he married? Is that why he had to leave? But she was like, nah, girl, he ain't married. He just gonna be there with you because apparently it's some stuff. He asked me a lot of questions about you, like, are you a good person? What do you eat for dinner? I mean, I don't know, just asking a lot of questions, right? And so Sabrina, she started to become curious, like, what do you mean? And so then he's like, you're not doing no illegal acts. You're not taking them white folks' money. Then she look around her house and then she says, child, yeah, because now you ain't taking nobody money because you living on a budget. Why is everybody insulting Sabrina tonight? I have no idea. But anyway, Danny is just telling Sabrina, you know what I'm saying? He asked questions about you or whatever you got going on. If you have anything going on, you need to kind of figure it out and don't get into no trouble. But she knows she's not getting into no trouble. But she was just kind of giving her girl a heads up or whatever. She couldn't go into too much detail because she really didn't have too much to give. But what she did give, she gave. So Andi is back at her house and she is about to move out of her condo that Gary had bought her because she feels totally violated. So she's on the phone, she's telling people to let Karen up. So Karen comes in and she is so dramatic. She is so sad. She is crying real tears. And I actually felt sad for Karen in this moment. Because I was like, dang, she really seemed like she's sad for real. I said, I wonder, is everything okay with her for real? Because she was really, really crying. I ain't never seen her cry like this before, to where I was just kind of like, oh, girl, you want me to give you a hug? But anyway, so Karen is crying. She's like, oh my God, I feel so stupid. Oh my God, I poured myself out. And I just feel so stupid. But when Andi was like, so you were at Zach's house? And she instantly got upset and was like, oh, so she told you already? She was like, no, she didn't tell me. I don't even know. But mind you, Karen, y'all was just on the phone and she had still said, you better not go to that man's house. And Karen is just like, I tried, I poured my heart out to him and he got her this house. He built this house for her. She's living in his house. And Karen is trying to, just explain all of these emotions to Andi. And Andi is just like, but I tried to, tell you, because she was going to kind of explain on Fatima's behalf. But Karen is like, no, don't you dare. Don't you bring up Fatima. I don't need you to defend her because I'm mad right now. Let me just be mad. Let me vent, And so really, Andi just kind of let her be and just let her cry. And then Andi was crying because Andi was like, I don't want to see my friend hurt. You my friend. I love you. I want to be there for you. And she was just crying and she was like, oh my God, Andi, we've been together. And come to find out there was another woman that came. And he cheated on me with this woman that came to his house. And now he has a 3-year-old son. And Andi is really thrown for a loop. Like, what? She was like, yes, he has a 3-year-old son. And now I'm not going to be the only one having this baby. But and he's built a house for Fatima. All of these different things. And she's expressing herself to Zach. And pretty much Fatima and Zach kicked her out of their house. So she's sad. And and she's pregnant too. So she's very emotional and hormonal. But anyway, so they're crying and they're talking and she's just like, I care about you. But Karen was like, you don't care. But she really do care, Karen. But Karen, you just been so mean lately. You've been so bitter lately. You haven't wanted to hear what anybody has to say because everybody has been telling you over and over and over again just to let Zach be. But for some reason you can't. And now you got to the point to where you embarrassed yourself. And yeah. So Andi is just like, oh my God, I'm gonna be here for you, whatever you need. And then as they are talking and crying, Karen kind of pans over and look, and I guess I don't know if she see boxes or whatever she sees, but she was like, what's going on here? Because they never showed us. So they're like, what's going on here? And she was like, yeah, it's Gary. You were right. And she was just like, what do you mean I was right? She was like, well, he didn't have my place bugged, but she said, do you see that building right there? And Karen is just like, yeah. She said he was spying on me from that building. And Karen is just like, oh my God, he was doing that? Karen says, so he bought you a house full of windows just to spy on you? And she was like, yeah, because he was looking through a telescope the whole time. And she was like, oh my God, that is so sick. And she said, yeah, I know. I feel dumb. I should have listened to you. So both of them are sitting there commiserating. And she's saying that she wants to leave, but she doesn't have anywhere to go. And so now she's asking Karen, can I come to your house? So they're pretty much saying, Karen is like, well, I don't even like you right now. She said, I'm mad at you. I don't like you right now. But she says, I guess she needed the company. She said, you can always, you can always come stay at my house. That's not even an issue. I'm going to always be there for you. And Andi is like, I'm going to always be there for you too. So I just thought this was a dope moment. And it's almost like Karen had released a lot of stuff that was on her chest about Andi and also about Zach. And so she had her real good cry, honey. So it's the next morning. And everybody is getting ready for work. So Zach comes over to Fatima's house. And I do not like this outfit that Fatima has on. I don't like it. To me, it's ill-fitting. The shirt too big. The color scheme is cute. But the clothes they don't look good. It just looked like it looked like those clothes were wearing her. It really didn't. I shouldn't have took this picture. Because it really looked like them clothes was wearing her. So Zach knocks on the door. Well, he pretty much has a key and he comes in. He's like, oh, this is Zach. And Fatima is like, oh, so you don't want to get shot. So they come in, they sit down, and they start to talk. And Fatima is just like, Zach, I don't need to be going through this. You got this baby. And then he like, this ain't even my baby. You got Karen. I ain't with Karen. I don't want Karen. You always bringing up Karen. She was like, well, I don't really care about Karen. I just don't want you to get tired of me and do me the way that you did, Karen. And he was like, I'm not that person. I'm trying my best not to be that person, but y'all just keep pushing me. Y'all won't let me talk. Y'all keep accusing me of doing stuff. I'm trying to be honest. And he was really frustrated. I was like, ooh, y'all better listen to him, or you ain't gonna have him either, Fatima. And then we not gonna get no spin off, because y'all sitting over here bragging on this man. Let this man be. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know. Shoot, he trying to figure it out just like y'all, huh? Get on that man like that. And he really trying. Because he said, I can be that same man with a whole lot of money. And trust me, if I did it the way that I did it when I was broke, just imagine how I do it when I'm rich. Child, I would not want to see that. Anyway, he was like, I'm trying to be on the up and up with you, or whatever. So that's when Fatima was like, well, I'm trying to be here with you too. Her tone kind of changed then. Like, I'm trying to be here with you too. We gonna figure this thing out. We gonna work it out. So then, they kind of stand up because she's about to get ready to go out for work. But she's still kind of upset because it's just a lot going on that she has to take in as well. So he wanted to tell her about the meetup that he's supposed to have with the senator's wife. But he just can't. I don't know if Fatima was pressuring him too much, or she didn't give him the opportunity to let him say it the way he wanted to say it. But it was like right on the tip of his tongue to say, the woman reached out to me about the blackmailing, and she, when he don't know he about to be blackmailed, but he was like, the woman done reached out to me, want me to meet up with her about this whole stock tip, and he really scared. It's like he wants to tell her, but she's still, I don't think she ready yet. And maybe she is ready. But my thing is this, though. They've been telling each other everything for so long. Why do we get to this point and they can't talk to each other? I think, yeah, I just don't understand. Because I do want them to still have that open communication. I don't want them to break down the communication, because that's why I really kind of like them together, because they told each other everything and how they were feeling, and that way they could kind of operate a little bit better together. Now they're operating separately, and that's not healthy for their relationship. But Fatima, she was just like, well, whatever, Zach. You just tell me whenever you want to. I gotta go to work. So she just kind of walk off, and Zach still like, God, dog, like, I've just been losing all the way around. Yeah, I want a lot of money, but I'm losing everything else. And I kind of feel bad for Zach. And I feel bad for Fatima, too. And I feel bad for Karen and Andi. Shoot, and I feel bad for Sabrina. I guess the only one I don't feel bad for is Danny. Not right now, anyway. So now it's the next morning, right? Still, and you have Karen and Andi. They're sitting down and drinking coffee. Mind you, I was looking at this. I said, why? I said, is Andi wearing that to work? So she just gonna wear her tits out? Okay, I guess lawyers can do that. I don't know. I ain't never been a lawyer, and I ain't never worked at no law firm, so I don't know what they got going on up there. Do y'all wear y'all tits out, and the lawyers out there? Can you wear whatever kind of provocative top you want to work? If you a lawyer, let me know, because I want to know. Is this common? But anyway, so they're sitting down and they're taking a breather. They're regrouping from last night. And Karen is just like, girl, I made a fool out of myself. And so this is the moment where they're just like, yeah, you kind of did, And then she was like, I don't want to sound cliche, but, is it the hormones? And then it was like, well, you are pregnant. And then Andi is just like, yeah, girl, and I'm glad you let me spend the night. And she said, yeah, I needed the company. I needed somebody to be around, because, she was very distraught visibly. And so then they talk about Danny and about all the advice that Danny gave. And she was like, well, Danny was right, and they gave Danny her props, because Danny does give good advice. It's just up to you whether or not if you want to take heed to it. And she was just like, yeah, Danny did, am I a real episode of Maurice or whatever? Girl, yes, you are. Andi, you sit up there and lie. Yes, she is. You are not, or is the father. And then Andi is like, so are you sure that it's Zach's baby? And Karen is just like, I have a feeling that it's Zach's baby. Girl, your feeling is still wrong, because you have a feeling that Zach is still in love with you when he wants you, and he don't. So I don't know where your feelings lie, but you need to pick them up and put them somewhere else. Anyway, so then they talk about Gary. Somebody said, what you gonna do about Gary? And she's just like, I don't know, because if Danny was there, Danny be like, girl, you better not move. You better stay there. You better keep that condo or whatever. But then Karen is just like, I think we should do something to get the last laugh when it comes to Gary. Maybe you shouldn't move. Maybe you should just stay. And I was thinking the same thing. Maybe you should stay, because he the one got you living in a fishbowl to where he can watch you every day. Child, have a different man coming through there every day. You see him? Do you see him? I'll be waving at him. I won't even got to know the man. Just go in and wave at Gary, because he looking over there through that telescope. Who at? Get the bus drivers. Go down there at the airport where Danny work. His men walking out through there. Nah, don't do that, because they got all kind of sex trafficking going on down there. And they end up in the sex trade. But anyway, so pretty much they was like, well, you just might need to keep it. And then they talk about the whole hormone situation, however it is. And then Karen said something to the effect of, yeah, because I know how it is. It's, payback. Yeah, I need, because, what she say? Yeah, payback, because all the things that Zach did to me. And then Andi is like, girl, Zach gave you your money back. Zach tried to be transparent. Here go Karen. I don't want to hear nothing about that. But why you don't never want to hear the good things that Zach did for you? Just like when he took a knife for you. You know what I'm saying? Just like when he helped you move and clean up your apartment. When he, beat up the people that broke into your house. And you know what I'm saying? he tried to give you his checks, but you didn't want them. Remember y'all, he put them checks on the mirror when she went into the bathroom, almost similar to Fatima when he put all them pictures of Fatima on the bathroom windows, mirrors, or whatever. So Zach did do some stuff for you too, Karen. You just always chose to see the bad in him, but you always came back. If he was so bad, like you say, why do you want him back? Girl, she don't know. It's the hormones. Anyway, so Karen cuts off Andi while she was trying to explain Zach. And Karen's like, you know what? I'm glad I'm your friend. I love you. I'm always tell you the truth. And then she said something to the effect of Karen was being nice. I said, Karen being nice? Oh, okay. I didn't know really when. Maybe she just happier since she cried it all out. And then she gone on to work or whatever. And Karen is like, nice? What you mean nice? But anyway. So now you have Danny and you have Sabrina. So Sabrina just comes on in Danny's house with the key. And they're sitting down. Now, I don't know if I like this coat, this raincoat, a trench coat that Sabrina got on or not. I don't know, because we both shop at the half and half. So I probably would have picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it on, put it back down, and probably would have bought it. I don't know. But anyway, so they sit down, and Sabrina is really trying to figure out, what does Logan have on her? Why is Logan investigating her? And Danny is just like, Sabrina, he's a criminal. No, Sabrina is just like, well, maybe I should get Andi as my lawyer. And Danny is like, what, is she gonna file some divorce papers? You need a criminal lawyer. And then Sabrina like, criminal? Yes, criminal. I mean, you're working at a bank. This man is the FBI. And here goes Sabrina. Well, I mean, one time, my drawer was short $84. Girl, this man is FBI. You think he got time to be looking at you for $84? See, that's how why we can't record these conversations and show them to the FBI man, just to let him know. Do you see how ditzy Sabrina is? This girl, can you see that she obviously can't do nothing crazy, because she, just based on the conversations that she had. Talking about $84 in the register. Anyway, then it's like, girl, come on, you need a criminal lawyer. This man ain't got time for no $84. And so she's just trying to figure out, what's going on. What do I need to do? And Danny is just like, look, as long as you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't stealing these white folks' money, then you okay, And here goes Sabrina. Yeah, because, I mean, if I was doing something bad, I wouldn't be the manager of the bank. Girl, you are so right. You wouldn't even be the manager of the bank, but it's okay. So she gone on. They get ready to leave. They going on about their business. Somebody help Sabrina, help her out, child. Her and this coat and these slinky skirts that she got on. Anyway, bye. Now, this is the man that we all love. Psych. Oh, Hayden. He can't. Hayden. Why? It's like he is a provoker. He provokes and he provokes. He mad that Fatima is smiling. He comes into this girl's office and he's just like, oh, so you're smiling. I bet I can wipe that smile off your face when I tell you the information that I have. She's like, what do you want, Hayden? Why do you wake up every morning coming in here messing with me? Did you get rejected a lot when you were in high school? Did you get bullied when you were a kid? Are you trying to figure out your lifestyle? What really is it? What is going on? Why are you coming in here pestering me? You know what I'm saying? Girl, I would have threw some bread at him, because he a bird. Oh my God. He a duck, a penguin, a possum. That ain't no bird. But still. Anyway, so he coming in there talking about, yeah, I bet you're going to want to punch me now. She like, oh my God, what is it? You and your little D energy. So, what is it? LDE. LDE. You know what that means. So, He's just like, well, yeah, I have a friend that work at the SEC, and he gave me some video footage of the cameras over down there at the airport. You know where your boyfriend lifts luggage. And the senator's wife came in, and he ran off and got a case for her and brought her back. She gave him a note, and the note had the stock tip on it. And then the next day, he's rich. Yeah, I'm going to get your boy, and he's going to go to jail, and it's going to be all because of me. Ha, 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 ha. I bet that smile is coming off your face now. Fatima is like, can you go get a D transplant? Because you are getting on my last nerve. And you know what? If my man go to jail, guess what happens to you? He just looking like, ooh, what's going to happen to me? Child, you going, ooh, I don't even want to know what's going to happen to him. But she said, I'm going to keep it cute. I'm just gonna let it play out. You're not gonna make me mad today. And gladly Andi walks in and has Hayden. Hey Hayden, are you okay? Where are you in here? Can you please go about your business? Are you good? We're good. I'm good. And he's like, please. So you didn't have the chance to get under Fatima's skin. She kept it cute. She stayed smiling, and your mission was not accomplished. Anyway, so Hayden leaves out. And Andi is like, did you tell him to get a D transplant? She said, girl, yes, I did. He just do too much. Oh, my God. So she proceeds to sit down. Girl, with these, why do she got this shirt? That ain't even no shirt. That's a bustier at work. She talking about she want Robin to see. Robin ain't the only man that work at that job, Andi. It's a lot of other men work there. You not just going to turn Robin on. You going to turn every other man in here on, too. I don't know. Anyway, so Fatima did bring up the fact that she need to put on a blouse. A blouse. So Andi is just like, so how are you, was that about Zach? Fatima is just like, no. And then she said, okay, so is Zach in trouble? Oh, well, it'll be all right. I'm just going to see how it plays out. Because she brings up the fact that Karen, told her what had went on, what happened, is everything okay? And she was just like, yeah, she's not going to get involved in it. She's just going to watch and see what happens. And that was really pretty much it. And she asked her, did she need a blouse? She said no. And yeah, so yeah. All right, so back here at the hair mastery of it all. So Karen comes in. Pam says she has a visitor. She's sitting there, and it is Heather. Heather is telling Karen that I don't understand the reason why she would even come to this girl's place to tell her that, yeah, she did sleep with Zach, but he really loves her. And he was just upset with her. And they were really drunk. And that's why they slept. It was stupid. And Karen is just like, why are you coming here? I was on Karen's side. So you came all the way over here to tell me this about my man that you sleeping with. And he was drunk. And he was loving me and all this stuff. Girl, you can get up out of here. And she was just like, well, shoot. I'm glad you're not married to him. Because I'm going to apparently get him for everything that he got. And she was just like, okay, you can have mine. I don't care. That ain't my problem. Bye. And then here you go, Pam. Who was he talking to? Karen said the doe. And so she called her, a witch with a B. And they was like, girl, who you talking to? Bye, whatever. So she walks on, and Karen instantly has an attitude, because I would too. The girl that came in and ruined her day. She was halfway happy drinking her coffee. And now you done got her back upset. Anyway, so now she mad at Pam. Pam is like, so that's the girl that Zach had the baby for? That she had the baby for? She was like, how do you know this? Can't you just sit here and work? And then she said, you supposed to be my assistant. She talking about no front desk manager. Girl, ain't no front desk in there. So you the front table manager? Anyway, so Karen is like, well, I get what I pay for, or you get what you pay for. She said, is that an insult? Girl, take it how it is. And then she go ahead and walk off. And then Pam answer the phone talking about, oh, so you want to make an appointment? She don't even do perms good no way. Child, you already said you get what you pay for. And if she ain't paying you good, you run the clients away. That way you ain't even going to get no good money. Anyway. Now, here we are. You have Q, you have Maurice. So apparently Maurice, he don't go to work until dang near 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess he got the late shift today, and he working part-time, because normally banks be 8 hours, so he working part-time anyway. So Q comes talking about, Maurice is looking for his keys. Q is like, I fix you something to eat. Maurice, I don't want your food. Q, you need to eat. No, I don't want to eat. Apparently, Maurice's stomach is growling real loud to where Q keep pressuring him to eat leftovers and all this stuff. And then he's just like, I know what you're trying to do. This is Maurice. I know what you're trying to do. You're just trying to, play with me and get in my panties. He said, yeah, I'm trying to get in everything you will let me get in. So they got this whole back and forth. And finally, Maurice is like, you know what? I'm not doing you. You are a snake. I can smell a snake from a mile away. I'm about to go to work. Calvin, he already gone, and you ain't paying no rent here. So you need to go and do whatever you need to do, and I'm about to go. All right, bye. So Maurice leaves, and then you have Q. He ends up calling Logan on the phone, pulling a tape recorder out of his front pocket, saying that he has on tape that Maurice then said that him and Sabrina put him up to robbing a bank. I said all this stuff last time because it really unfolded in the previews. And I'm like, he was being sarcastic when he said it, but the thing about it is he should have never said it at all, because it could be taken out of context or whatever. Because if he not gonna show the whole tape, and I hope and I pray that Logan is a smart detective. He seems he's pretty smart. So if he listened to the entire tape in context, then he'll see that he was being very jokingly sarcastic, and he cannot take that serious, because apparently Q made a deal, like I said, with them that if he can prove to the FBI that Maurice and Sabrina put him up to robbing the bank, then he will stay out of jail. If he can't prove it, then he has to go back to jail. So that's the only reason why he over there, and he's sitting up here using Maurice, and I'm glad that Maurice not biting the bullet. And I'm glad, and it's almost like if he gets Maurice to sleep with him, that will further prove his point that he got them that they used Q to rob that bank. That's just more evidence. And I hope Maurice stick to his guns and don't play into it. Just keep talking bad to him, putting him down, talking about you tried to rob me and all, you robbed me and all that stuff. So keep putting it out there anyway. Now the scene of it all. Miss Hot in the Pants. She opens up the door in her lingerie. So I guess, child, she looking out, girl. I'm not finna talk about this woman. She got on these clothes, and she's sitting on the bed. Zach is acting like he is so dumb in this moment. So Zach, you can't read the room. You can't read that it's some strawberries and wine, and she over here sipping on cognac on the side on a bed with some lingerie. So you didn't peep the scene? I just seen a clip in the preview last week, and I peeped the scene. So you didn't peep none of this. Zach, your antennas didn't go up none of this. Anyway, so he in here, she's like, yeah, I heard you got a lot of money. He said, so this is about money? She's like, no, it's not about money. You can clearly see that it's not about money, Zach. The girl ain't got no clothes on. What she got on this little thing, whatever that is? I guess that's lingerie. It looked like a girl. Anyway, it looked like, what's them things that we buy that we wear over them clothes? Kimono? No, not the kimono. What we call them things that we put over our shirts? Cameos? What we call them? I forget, girl. It's on the tip of my tongue. But that's what that looked like. They don't even look sexy. I don't mean no harm, but this don't even look sexy. Anyway, Zach talking about some, yeah, it's about money. How much money you want? Zach, the girl don't want no money. She want to have sex with you. And here he go. Oh. Because she talking about, I can keep a secret. As long as we can sleep together, I ain't got to tell nobody. Zach, don't do it. Because if you sleep with her one time, you're going to have to sleep with her again and again and again. And she's going to continue to blackmail you. So please stick to your guns and don't sleep with this woman. Because this is going to be a never-ending story. Just go and tell Fatima so y'all can work this thing out. Because this right here, honey, is not going to end well if you fall into this diverse temptation. Please let the Lord be your shepherd. Anyway, so this right here is Tyler Perry Sistas. Y'all, this review was long. They had a whole lot of words. I guess Tyler Perry sat down and he actually wrote something. Or somebody else wrote. I don't know. But this was a long review. And I still forgot a lot of stuff. And I probably mixed up some names. And whatever else y'all be saying I be doing wrong in them comments, I probably did them times 2. But I did the best that I could do. Charge to my head, not my heart. This is Sheila Billa. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And remember that Jesus loves you. And Zach, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Bye. Y'all have a great day.